believe Ariana Grande and Cynthia are soulmates. They're starting to morph into each other and their mannerism, but on top of that, they have several matching tattoos. Several.
Whether it's romantic or platonic or, you know, maybe Glinda might be a little in the closet. But if there were a time, if there, you know, you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Give it a little more time.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it is just a true love.
Yeah.
And I think that is like transcends sexuality. It's just kind of a deep safety within each other.
I hope that they see and they can cling on to the fact that what this film says about those who feel different, who feel othered, who feel like they're pushed aside, that all of those things that make them different are really special, that they are special, that they do deserve love, that they deserve to rise above it all.
You guys, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo are giving Eugenia Cooney right now, not my words, but fans are worried. On top of that, their obsession with each other is giving sus, cause why on earth would they have 10 matching tattoos? What in the quarter life peer pressure crisis is going on here? This is a long one, love, so grab your popcorn and settle in because we're about to get into all of it.
Well, got on a little bit of her softness, and she's got
Her strength.
a little bit of my strength.
Yeah. Truthfully.
He was othered at school my whole life. This film means so much to me, and there are so many millions of kids like me who find refuge in the witches. And I just want to let you know that
No, you both have to stop.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness. Stop now.
Me.
Not the time, helicopter.
Whoa, stop.
Don't do it! Don't do it! Stop, you guys!
You can't leave, you can't leave.
No,
Really sorry.
It just happens.
It's really emotional.
We can't help it. We're trying our best. But there's a lot of emotional things that happen, and we're just going with it.
Yeah, you need to understand. It's
We're
been like
weeping,
3 years, people.
Sopping hearts.
There's a lot
We've had
going
to keep
on.
this in for such a long time.
Before we go into the concerning appearances, can we talk about this newly found friendship? Actually, it's giving soulmates. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo's closeness, and when I say close, I mean inseparable, fans have been noticing that they have kind of morphed into each other. Their mannerisms are practically identical at this point, even the way they talk is freakishly similar. Their bond has become a whole topic of conversation, and some people are absolutely living for it, calling it iconic bestie behavior, while others are side-eyeing it, calling it cringe. And y'all, once we break this down, you'll see why.
Who always made you laugh on set?
Ariana.
So it started with a few matching tattoos, which is cute, but then word on the street was that they didn't just stop at 1 or 2. They allegedly have 10 matching tattoos. Yes, you heard that right, 10. And if you think that is intense, wait until you hear about the designs. Let's start with the most obvious one. On the palm of their hands, they both have the words "for good" tattooed. And if you're a Wicked fan, you know that that is a nod to one of the most iconic songs in the musical. Adorable, sure, but again, they didn't stop there. They also got a flower tattoo on their palms, some ink on the back of their legs, and here's the twist. Ariana has an E tattoo and Cynthia has a G. Now, at first glance, it's easy to think, oh, E for alphabet and G for Glinda. Makes sense, right? But fans have been spiraling with these theories that the E on Ariana could actually stand for Cynthia's surname, Erivo, while the G on Cynthia might be for Grande. Like, they could be reaching, but there's something there. And as if that wasn't enough, there are rumors that they've got secret tattoos, ink only they know about.
We have for good here, and then we have our poppies here.
I think I can show you my hat because this
Broom and
is
hat.
Wow.
my hat.
Oh my word.
And then we have a secret one.
Yes.
What's the secret one?
Yeah,
It's a secret.
You're not going to secret. It's a secret. So when you said
We
secret,
can't.
you can't.
You meant it.
We
Okay, we
can't.
got it.
We
I
should get
love
matching
that.
tattoos.
It's
I think that can be a thing.
I know a girl.
Both of us
That's an
as
eight.
well.
We can do it. We'll take a page from you.
Literally everyone is wondering how they even have the room for all of this ink. No, seriously, what's left on Ariana's palm, because remember, she already had some before this can't live without each other thing with Cynthia Erivo. It's chaotic, it's sus, but then again, this is peak Hollywood, right? But wait, because the tattoos are just the beginning, let's talk about their interviews because the energy between these two is intense for sure. In almost every sit down, Ariana and Cynthia are holding hands, being all touchy-touchy and staring into each other's eyes like they're feeding the internet with thoughts.
It's not because we're just crying out of nowhere. This experience was like a huge, life-changing, crazy,
People
emotional
think we need to go to an asylum. People think we need to be locked
We
up.
have therapists.
And as always, fans are divided. Like they've known each other for centuries, others not so much. Others are saying that this isn't bestie behavior, it's giving cult-like energy. And y'all, people are really side-eyeing Ariana here because this isn't the first time she's mirrored someone she's close to the point that everyone is wondering if she even has a personality of her own.
Our first day of rehearsal,
Yes.
we both wore Balenciaga hoodies.
That's right.
Mine was pink and said gay, and hers was black and said Balenciaga.
Stop.
We keep.
This is
It
meant to
keeps
be.
happening. It keeps
It's
happening.
true.
This literally makes my heart sing, and I know everyone in the community is just gonna be like, because every time we see you guys sync up, it's just beautiful.
Let's get into this mess because it's been observed that Ariana has a habit of converting into whoever she's around. So much so that people are concerned that it could be a personality disorder. Like, it's not just Cynthia. People have noticed this pattern for years. They are now saying that she kind of has a vampire energy. She just sucks up other people's personalities and moves along. Now, that is a bit harsh, but it's not coming out of nowhere. Remember her relationship with Pete Davidson? Fans said she adopted his edgy, tattooed vibe. And with Dalton Gomez, she leaned into this quiet homebody energy. With Ethan, she's also been giving this super chill energy, literally Ethan's personality. And now with Cynthia, they sort of formed a pact to make Wicked their identity and this intense, artsy theater kid persona, whether it's intentional or otherwise, it's got people talking.
I wanted to say thank you guys so much for coming to my quinceañera. It means so much.
Ariana Grande was accused of Asian fishing in new photos.
Daisuki! Anata wa todo mo kawaii desu ne.
That's my cookie. It's my juice, okay? This is the Mac I'm here to talk about today, girl. Come on. Kill me, get your ass in here. Come on, girl.
Why does everything have to be there forever, you know?
And then there's the theory that their connection isn't just friendship, it's trauma bond. Hear me out, Ariana and Cynthia have been through the ringer lately. Ariana's messy divorce, Cynthia's alleged industry pressures, and the group comfort in each other amid all the chaos, and now they're clinging to that bond. So apparently, it's not just about Wicked. The fact that these two have been through hell and back together, of course they're going to be close. And this is why the streets are saying their closeness feels more like trauma bonding than friendship. It's sweet, but also kind of sad. Whatever the case, the internet can't seem to separate their bond from the controversies surrounding them. Some fans think that their friendship is sweet and supportive, while others are calling it codependent and unhealthy. Either way, it's clear that Ariana and Cynthia are sticking together through it all, tattoos, interviews, and all. And this alleged industry pressure brings us to the elephant in the room. With that, loves, let's take a step back from all the eyebrow-raising friendship and dive deep into Ariana and Cynthia's weight loss concerns, cause this one set the internet ablaze. This is just in, and people are losing it over their recent appearances. Like, the photos from their Wicked promo shoots have got everyone shook. This isn't just some regular celeb gossip, this is Reddit-level conspiracy and Twitter detectives working overtime, cause seriously, why do they look like this? Tongues are waggling, saying things like they look deprived.
Warning, we may be seeing the last of these two, as many are terrified that both their lives are in danger and they won't survive. People were terrified after thousands of videos suddenly went viral claiming that Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo are looking vastly eerie in their before and afters, saying they seem to be depriving themselves of something, fearing they might not be around much longer.
And this is supposed to be a career-defining moment for both of them. But here's where it gets messy. Instead of focusing on the great milestones they've achieved, fans aren't just talking about how excited they are for the movie, they're talking about how shockingly different Ariana and Cynthia look. And not in a glam makeover kind of way, it's giving something's wrong vibes.
I'm so sorry, but why do they look like this? This is not method acting. Don't let anyone tell you this is method acting, because not one time in this movie there was nothing in this movie that should let them look like this. They look like they are being like deprived of something.
Twitter is in shambles over the recent red carpet photos of the two. One person literally said that they look so hungry as if they were starving during filming or something. This didn't look like method acting, it looked like deprivation. And y'all, if you think some of these comments stopped there, think again. People are calling it a skinny off. Like these two are somehow competing for who can shrink the fastest. It's messy, just as it is heartbreaking. Let's start with Ariana because the worry surrounding her is next level. You see, for years, fans have been obsessed with her petite frame, but this is different. People are saying she is skin and bones, and while we know that is a super harsh thing to say, it's clear that the internet has panicked. It all started when she showed up for a promo shoot looking visibly thinner than ever. Some fans defended her, saying that she's always been slim, but others couldn't help but notice the drastic change.
People are being wicked towards the new witch of the South, Ariana Grande, these days. They can't stop coming after her appearance. I can't believe how vicious the comments are getting. Screenshot these. With the Wicked movie premiere all over our feeds, people can't help but notice her unnaturally small waist. And what's making matters worse is how there was a blind item just dropped saying the A-lister fainted multiple times because she refuses to eat. Ariana isn't staying quiet about it. She clapped saying it's triggering.
They tell me I have a lot of things.
And,
you know, you're onto something. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. You're actually invasive and scary.
I'm right.
And
I put my glass on.
She's even firing back in her new music. Fans have been exceptionally worried about her ever since she began her living her best blonde life. Clearly, many of her fans are worried. There's speculation her appearance might be inspiring her co-star to follow a similar route.
To make it even messier, Ariana is no stranger to body shaming or speculation about her health. Earlier this year, she clapped back at people commenting on her weight, saying the healthy version of her body people kept comparing her to was actually when she was at her unhealthiest, on antidepressants and struggling in private. And you know what? She has a point. Bodies change, people evolve, but even within that context, the concern hasn't gone away. If anything, it's gotten louder.
The second thing is you never know what someone is going through. So even if you are coming from a loving place and a caring place, that person probably is working on it or has a support system that they are working on it with, and you never know. So be gentle.
And then there's Cynthia. Y'all, Cynthia has always been that girl. Talented, radiant, and full of life. But lately, something is off. If you've seen her in past projects, you know she's always had this strong, confident presence. Now fans are saying that she looks unrecognizable and that this isn't the Cynthia they know and love. Rumor has it, Hollywood execs told her that she was too large to be a star in America. And if that's true, the pressure she is under must be unreal. People on social media are speculating that the drastic weight loss could be tied to those infamous Hollywood beauty standards, and honestly, they might have a point. We've seen this pattern way too many times with female stars. It's toxic, it's unfair, and it's gotta stop. Now, let's get into the scoop. Everyone's been whispering about the O word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those shots that are taking over LA like some kind of secret society initiation. Celebrities everywhere are jumping on the Ozempic trend to get that skinny high, and it's now becoming a problem. While there is no confirmation that Ariana or Cynthia have used these shots, the timing is suspicious. Hollywood has this nasty habit of pushing impossible standards, and now that these quick fixes are readily available, the pressure is worse than ever. Fans are already connecting the dots, saying that this is definitely Ozempic and that Hollywood execs are definitely behind this. The real issue here is the culture of perfection that forces women into these extremes, and we'll discuss this in detail in a minute.
One of the first people to be like, yeah, I was on Ozempic, didn't know, but
yes.
What do we think of this Ozempic takeover in Hollywood?
Well, listen, it's a miracle for anyone who's ever struggled with their weight. It really is, and a lot of people have. So everyone should do whatever they want with it, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. If you want to take a drug to curb your appetite, do it.
I appreciate that you...
Excuse me,
do you need
sorry.
some water?
No, I need
Okay.
some Ozempic.
there was a lot of appreciation that, you know, you were one of the few who were like, yeah, whatever, I was on it.
Yeah, listen, I'll take anything that's new and on the market. I'm not scared of that.
Here's where it gets even weirder. So Ariana and Cynthia reportedly worked themselves to the bone, literally. Cynthia even admitted in a recent interview that the grueling schedule left them both physically and mentally drained. She said that they were pushing so hard that their bodies basically forced them to stop. And one said, Ariana and Cynthia look scarily thin and unhealthy. How can someone not worry after seeing them? Another wrote, leave these women alone, but also, are they okay? And then there are the people defending them, saying the comments are just body shaming disguised as concern. The amount of body shaming in these replies is disgusting. While some supporters think that there's a difference between genuine worry and just being mean. Honestly, both sides have a point, but at the end of the day, it's clear that there's a drastic shift in Ariana and Cynthia's appearances, and that's the real problem. Speaking of industry standards, we all know Hollywood is a pressure cooker, especially for women. The expectations are insane, and the rise of social media has only made things worse. Stars like Ariana and Cynthia are constantly under a microscope, with every little change in their appearance sparking rumors and criticism. It's exhausting just to think about it, so imagine living it. But it's not just the public scrutiny, it is the industry itself. Overwhelming. Let's pause for a second because this isn't just about Cynthia. It's about a system that continues to push impossible beauty standards onto women, no matter how accomplished they are. This kind of narrative is way too common, especially for women of color. Like, can we talk about the layers of disrespect here? Cynthia is already an A-lister in her home country, beloved for her powerhouse voice and jaw-dropping acting skills. But in America, the conversation was reportedly reduced to her size. And what's even more disgusting is how blatant these demands allegedly were. Executives reportedly said, we want a Tyla, not a Jennifer Hudson.
This is a blind item that came out last month, but I think it is really relevant now because it was allegedly about how label executives were telling Cynthia Erivo that she was too large to be a star in America, and now she has lost a drastic amount of weight. Everything here is alleged, not confirmation of allegations, and for entertainment purposes only. This foreign-born actress, Cynthia Erivo, is A- list in her home country, and probably A- list as a singer too. This week, while in the country for the big awards, she is trying to get label bosses here interested in her and has been doing showcases. She is a great actress and singer. She is maybe a size 6, and the labels have been giving feedback that she is too heavy, and apparently that is what we are going back to now. One quote was that we want a Tyla and not a Jennifer Hudson or Kelly Clarkson.
Like, excuse me? Jennifer Hudson is an EGOT winner, and you're out here trying to pit women against each other based on their bodies? The audacity. It is giving outdated, toxic, and gross. The system isn't broken, it was built to be this way, and Cynthia's story is just another heartbreaking example of it. Cynthia and Ariana's case could be what happens when the industry forces you to change yourself to fit their narrow standards. Hollywood's obsession with thinness is something that should be studied. It's exhausting and it's toxic, but it's also a cycle we've seen time and time again. And as if things couldn't get any worse, Wicked is now dealing with a PR scandal that has parents everywhere clutching their pearls. Y'all, let me break this down because it is honestly wild. So Mattel released a line of Wicked dolls to promote the movie. A genius idea, right? Except for one thing. The packaging allegedly included a link to an adult website instead of the Wicked movie site. A literal children's toy ended up directing people to inappropriate content.
It's bad. Near the barcode, there is www.wicked.com, which I think should have been wickedmovie.com. Wicked.com is a corn site. I just typed it in. Let me tell you, it's not Ariana Grande, but there are some Grande things on there. Double check this stuff. This site is about to become popular.
And if you think kids aren't likely to notice, come on. In this day and age, kids spend hours scrolling, so parents had every right to be mad and concerned. In no time, social media erupted with outrage. Something this big should not have slipped through the cracks. Mattel needs to do better, and also we've had all sorts of theories about Hollywood actively trying to corrupt kids. This isn't the first time something like this has happened. Hollywood and major corporations have a history of these so-called mistakes that conveniently stir up controversy and keep their names in the headlines. Some people think it was an innocent oversight, but others aren't buying it. So what did Maytel do? They issued a statement saying the link was a printing error and advised consumers to either discard the packaging or cover the link with stickers. Now, this is worse because kids would have overlooked the printing error, but when you put a sticker on it, literally all of them will peel it off. Because didn't we all love stickers as kids? The Wicked dolls were also pulled from shelves at Target, Walmart, and Amazon. But here is the craziest thing. People are already reselling these misprinted dolls on eBay for thousands of dollars. Some listings are going for as much as $22,000, and it's like Hollywood drama meets capitalism, and we're all just watching it unfold. And while we're on the topic of Wicked drama, let us not forget about the Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater situation. Y'all, this romance has been a shadow over the entire production. When news first broke about their relationship, fans were quick to point out the messy timeline. Both were freshly separated from their spouses, and the whole thing felt, well, scandalous. Studio executives were reportedly panicking, worrying that the backlash could overshadow the movie. Insiders claim that the pair was told to disappear for 6 months to let the drama die down. And you know what? It worked. If you think about it, for a while, we didn't hear a peep about them. But now that Wicked promos are ramping up, the spotlight is back on their relationship and people have questions. Probably they were working behind the scenes to finalize everything with their previous partners for the sake of the film's image. With the heat that this relationship attracted, it would have, without a doubt, brought bad press for the movie. The speculation is endless, and it is only from the pressure placed on the stars like Cynthia Erivo and Ari to conform to unrealistic standards, to the mishandling of a children's toy, to the drama with Ariana and Ethan's situation. It's clear that so much drama has spilled. But now that the fans are getting to learn about this mess, they aren't letting any of this slide. They're calling out the toxicity, the double standards, and the mistakes that feel more like calculated risks. So if y'all think that was all the drama surrounding Wicked, just wait until you watch the other video about Cynthia Erivo's latest unnecessary outburst. Apparently, she was livid because a fan redid a Wicked poster and covered her face to make it look like the original, and let's just say the backlash was brutal. Fans told her to be humble and sit down. And to top it off, even her new soulmate, Ariana, threw her under the bus. Yeah, it's messy, and you don't want to miss it. See you there.